Every day, the world generates a massive, overlapping stream of digital information. The volume is so immense that critical signals are buried under billions of irrelevant digital crumbs, making the data functionally invisible to the organizations tasked with monitoring it. After September 11th, investigators realized that the specific details needed to stop the attacks, flight school records, visa applications, and travel logs, already existed within government databases. But because the CIA and FBI used incompatible legacy systems, those records lived in isolation and never intersected. Peter Thiel and Alex Karp saw this failure and realized that the anti-fraud algorithms they had developed at PayPal could be adapted for national security. If software could spot a fraudulent credit card charge by connecting disparate data points, it could do the same for intelligence. They incorporated Palantir in 2003, with early backing from the CIA's venture capital arm. Thiel chose the name from the Tolkien mythos, referring to the seeing stones that allowed their users to observe events across vast distances. The goal wasn't to collect more information, but to provide a lens that could finally resolve the existing chaos into a single, actionable picture. Today, Palantir has moved far beyond its origins in the intelligence community. Its platforms are now embedded in the daily operations of major hospitals, global banks, and nearly every branch of the U.S. military. Despite its reputation for secrecy, Palantir is not a data broker. The company does not harvest or sell user information for its own profit. Its software acts as a technical band-aid. It sits on top of an organization's messy existing databases and connects them without requiring a total infrastructure overhaul. It organizes the data exactly where it lives. Understanding how this architecture reached a multi-billion-dollar valuation requires looking past the surface and into the logic of how it actually maps reality. At the center of the platform is the Ontology. This is a semantic layer that takes raw, tabular data from a spreadsheet and translates it into a digital twin of an organization's actual operations. The Ontology defines the world through nouns and verbs. A noun is a physical object, like a rocket engine or a specific medical patient. A verb is the action taken on that object, like manufacture, discharge, or reroute. Palantir's Artificial Intelligence Platform, or AIP, allows large language models to work within this logic. Because the AI is grounded in the rules of the Ontology, it can suggest complex operational decisions without hallucinating, though a human operator must still authorize every final action. If you can map a database using this logic, you can map a factory floor. This transition is the basis for Warp Speed, an operating system designed to manage the complexities of modern American manufacturing. Aerospace companies like Ursa Major and Anduril use this software to connect engineering designs directly to shop floor execution. By automating quality management and production schedules, they are reducing months of traditional engineering work down to a matter of hours. When physical production is mapped perfectly to digital logic, manufacturing can finally scale at the speed of software. This logic isn't just used to build equipment, it is increasingly used to deploy it. Modern warfare is being written in code, where the side with the most integrated data wins the battle of seconds. Programs like Titan and Project Maven allow Palantir to fuse live feeds from satellites, drones, and terrestrial sensors into a single operational map. This spews the Army the ability to make real-time decisions, significantly increasing the precision and speed of long-range strikes. Ukraine has become a testing ground for this technology, demonstrating that targeting data is now just as critical as the munitions themselves. Palantir has effectively collapsed the time between spotting a threat and taking action, turning a flood of sensor data into an instantaneous result on the battlefield. This deep institutional integration has led to a massive financial expansion. Palantir recently reported 70% year-over-year revenue growth and an unprecedented 127% score on the Rule of 40, a metric that combines growth rate with profit margins. This growth is fueled by a specific geopolitical alignment. Alex Karp has been vocal about the company's refusal to do business with adversaries like Russia or China, viewing their interests as incompatible with the liberal values the company aims to defend. By positioning itself as the technological backbone of Western defense, the company has become an essential partner for democratic nations facing rising strategic competition. Palantir is now an active geopolitical participant, choosing to integrate its logic layer exclusively into the defensive architecture of the United States and its allies. But as the Seeing Stone gains more power, the concerns regarding its reach grow more acute. Privacy advocates warn that this same infrastructure can easily be turned inward to create a permanent surveillance state. Critics point to the platform's role in domestic controversies, from fueling ICE deportations to its use in predictive policing programs that track the habits and associations of citizens. We are now in a position where a private company wields tools that determine life and death, often without the level of transparent oversight found in traditional government agencies. Palantir has become the invisible infrastructure of the modern state. The final question is whether our democratic systems can control the Seeing Stone, or if the software's logic will dictate the logic of the law.